the deliberation hours down here.
Oh my God, everybody.
For us as a country.
34 guilties.
What happens on appeal and is not about
34 guilties.
The test for us now as a country is whether or not this former president and his allies will have succeeded in trying to undermine the rule
watching
of law
the
so that
news.
people reject this as legitimate.
They just read out all of the charges.
This judge. They've tried to delegitimize
and he's guilty on all
court.
counts.
They have tried to delegitimize these proceedings. They've even tried to delegitimize the laws that he was charged under. Those efforts are the test that we now have as a country. The people involved in bringing this case have been threatened and intimidated and had everything brought to bear on against them in a way that was designed to delegitimize this process in the eyes of the American people. It is now in the hands of the American people.
I'm a little early, but I'm watching the verdict, and it came in at 34 guilty charges. 34 charges.
It needs to be protected.
It is that I do not envy that jury at all. I do not envy them one single bit. No, your husband's wrong. Yeah, they can't squash it. He'll have to file it, to have another case. But yeah,
the difference is that we now know as a country what it is to put a former president on trial and to see that trial to fruition.
I got to turn off my television, and I'll be right with you guys.
But now we have lived through it, and we know that the court process can work. A defendant who is a former president can be tried as a normal defendant. Again,
why did they do that right before my show? Mark says, I'm going to be late. I have to watch. Diana said, I'm watching. She's pulling cards. Kevin posted it too. Yeah. Everybody is really a Kevin Chandler. What's I going to say? The note, I know I got to. I just ran in to tell Keith he had his earphones on. I wanted to smash him. Yeah, everything is a felony. All those things are felonies. Every single one of them. So, hi, Annie. Hi, Annie. Yeah, it is one of those moments you'll remember where you were. Absolutely. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to incarcerate him or not. I know they were checking into they're coming, honey. I'm here early. I was watching the verdict come in, and they said they would be late. And I said, I'm just going to go live so that I can just be here. Just be here and be ready whenever they get here. So, yeah, I know. You don't care, Randy, right? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, no, I wanted to tell you a funny, actually. They were supposed to leave at 4:30 today, the jury, and they sent a note to the judge, and they said, we have a verdict, and we would like 30 more minutes to do the paperwork for it. I know they're done with this thing. They are done with it. But the funniest part is the judge got the note at 4:20. Yeah, everybody will. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they did. Yeah. I know it brings tears to my eyes too, Mary. Oh my God. Guilty, 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 guilty. Yeah. Barbara, you don't know what 420 is? Is that what you're saying? It means marijuana, actually. I know. I wish they did too. Thanks, Amanda. Welcome, everybody. I'm early. Our show doesn't start for another, 15 minutes. And I just knew that I didn't know how long it was going to take. And I was going to just put it on mute and watch it. But it was more fun to hear Ari Melber. Guilty. Count one. Guilty. Count two. Guilty. As he went through. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes, Annie. All counts. Every single one of them. 34 counts. Yeah. Yes, Gina. It's a funny cigarette. You're right. What happened to you on Terry's show? Who, me? Or are you talking about Annie? You didn't know about 420? Yeah. We're live right now. What do you mean we have a live going right now? Yeah, I knew this is live. I wouldn't be talking to you if it wasn't. Are you saying it tomorrow is with Terry? It's been a weird day, everybody. First of all, apparently my angel show queued up at 6 o'clock this morning. I have another live going? How is that possible? Oh my goodness. And it's on Terry's show? Terry Renner's show? Let me go over and see. I don't know, you guys. My world is really weird today. All right. I don't see another live going. How is that even possible? No, this is the live that's going right now. It's meeting with the mediums. I'm here. This is the live that we're going to do at 2:30. I just came on early. Ness, isn't it meeting with the mediums? Because that's what I'm here for. Yeah. Yeah. It is an early live because I came on because they had the verdict. And by the way, thank you, Sue, for being here and for becoming a member. I'm really excited that you joined. That was really nice. Thank you. 12 noon is tomorrow, hon. Randykins. That's tomorrow. Did I have it set up for today? Oh my God. Are you joking? Oh. Terry did that. Terry. Oh, you guys, I don't know what's happening. Terry set this one up. This is Terry's show, and I'm just simulcasting on Terry's show. Okay. And she put it, so it's not just me, is what you're saying. Oh my God. The energies are really weird right now, aren't they? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. I'll text her. Oh my goodness. Terry, you put show on for today. Change it. So it isn't just me. Phew, I'm vindicated. Hi, Sherry Ladler. Yeah, I know, Randy. How do you think I feel? Boing. Oh my. Yes, you should, Barbara. Put 34 and counting. Because we know there's more. We just don't know yet. All right. Wow. All right. Yes, let's dance. Yes, it is, Vicky. I did. Yeah, I heard it. So everybody, the reason I'm here early on this show is because I wanted to be here when the verdict came in. And so I wouldn't be all messed up. But apparently Terry decided to, and I didn't notice it, to host the show today at 12, but it's really tomorrow at 12. So yeah, we need to make a jingle. Yeah, we do. 34. Whatever news your iPhone was on, all the Trumpers in the chat don't care one bit about the verdict. They don't believe it. They always are going to be that way, Jane. Isn't that awful? Yeah. The only person behind him today was Eric. Yep. Oh, well, that's good, Sue. Thank you. Everybody, I'm early again. I came in early because I didn't want to miss the verdict and I didn't want to miss the show. So that's what's going on with me. And Mark and Diana will be here presently. Mark says, I won't be there till after the verdict is read. I said, okay. But, why did they do that in the middle of our show? That was kind of rude. They should have done it earlier, don't you think? Hi, Jen. Oh, Jen, we're celebrating 34 felonies. Actually, we're not supposed to celebrate. I won't celebrate. I'll just be real stern. That's what many people have said, that we shouldn't celebrate anything. So, okay. Oh, you walked 5 miles? That's awesome, Annie. Oh, yeah, it is a beautiful day. We're supposed to get a river, one of those river streams this weekend, Annie. You know how that's temperature river? Yep. You could do it for me too. Yeah. I'm going to have fun tomorrow night on the story cards. That's what I'm going to do. So it's rude. Yeah. I mean, well, when you're a spiritual person and you're trying to be a spiritual person, it's not quite. And yet at the same time, he'd celebrate if it was me. Good for you, Mary. Have a beer. Have one for me too, because I don't drink beer. I opened my coffee up. You packed up your classroom. Oh, Barbara, it's so hot there. Vicky, is he out there talking about it now? I don't want to hear what he has to say anyway, but yes, Jill. I know. Oh, God, he's speaking. He's slurring his words. Oh, 34 for 45. That's a good one, Sue. 34 for 45. Annie, you had a pot candy? 420. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, it is. You always spewing his regular stuff. It's a bigly beautiful day, Christine. It is. Yes, it's beautiful here. Beautiful. I have deer that run around in my area as well, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Hi, Patty. Oh, it's 34 guilties, Patty. 34 guilties. Yeah. Yeah, I hope there's peace too, especially for those of you who live in New York City. Absolutely. And he's out there talking right now, so he's always blaming Biden. Yeah, it's all his fault. Like, not. Linus. Okay, we'll do. Let's see. I don't know which ones, but they're coming, by the way. They're coming. I want to make sure Diana has the link just in case she lost it. All right, because it is 2:20. Yep. All right. I'm getting all these emails from everybody. Guilty. All right. No, she doesn't need me. Not right now. All right. Oh, it's a rigged decision. Yeah. Right. It doesn't matter. You'll have a few shots of Patron to celebrate. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I knew it, Marina. I did. I was listening to Ari Melber, and he was rattling off one at a time, and I wanted to hear it one at a time. Oh, wow. Does your mom like him? 34, Trump no more. It is a win for us. Keith is okay. He's having a fairly good day. Had a little bit of a spell, but yeah. So I get a gold mine first. They hit the gold mine when they did the verdicts. I wonder. I got an airplane and poop. I hope he doesn't try to flee the country. Let's see on the other cards I have. You know that he's the one that smells like that, so it's talking about him when it does that. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. You think so, Annie? Think he's going to try to flee? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Marina, you pull one too, if you wouldn't mind. That would be awesome. Yeah. Flee time. Yeah, I know. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, Ocean View. I think the rest of us would. I know. It's Aaron. We all agree on the same things. Sterling says so. Well, Sterling's pretty darn good. Libby thought so. Okay. Oh boy. He doesn't know what to do. His emotions are all over the place. Pull from the doggy deck. It's an attack on his leadership. This should disqualify him, as far as I'm concerned, from the election. It absolutely should. And yeah, it's a final ending, it says. It's a final ending for him. Wow. They will appeal so he won't. You know what, Jane? I'm not sure if because he's a felony that he has to appeal but stay in jail, and at least regular people do until their appeal is ready. But we don't know what the sentencing is yet. And so we don't know when that will happen. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Nancy. Hi. I came on here 15 minutes early for those of you who are just getting here. So you're not late. I saw that the verdict was going to come in, and I was going to just put it on mute and watch it as it came in. But then it came in. And so, yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. 34 counts, 34 felonies. Let's see, how soon is the verdict going to, I'm sorry, the charge going to be? Yeah, if he can't vote, how can he be president? That's right. If he's a felon, he can't vote. That's absolutely right. You got the 6 of Wands and the World card. Okay. July 11th, Anna. Thank you. That's a long time from now. Wow. Center card, imagination. Get the big picture. Divine dog. I was sitting outside, decided to come in, and right when I did, they were ready to read the verdict. Yeah, I know. When they came back that fast, I knew it was going to be guilty. I just didn't know it would be on all counts because they kept saying if they acquit him on the first couple, don't think it's the whole thing because they do it all. And they're warning us not to, voting because a felony is a state-by-state issue. He won't be able to vote in Florida. Oh, victory for the world. You got the Emperor with no clothes, the Tower, 5 of Wands, Temperance, and Judgment. Wow, that's cool, Marina. Yeah, Midas touch is very good. That's true. That's very true. Yep. I usually try to find Rachel, and she was right there today with Ari Melber. So, but yeah. So it's good. I don't even need to read on that. Then it's July 11th. Probably tomorrow night on our Story in the Cards, we will be talking about possible sentencing and things like that. Val and Marina and I. So kind of leaving that. Yeah, I know. Well, you say he gets 5 years of house arrest, Marina? Okay. They're saying they're making a preparation at Rikers. And what it is a separate building. And in the building, there's a place for him and there's a place for the Secret Service to live. That was about a week ago, I heard that. Now, I don't know if that's the truth or not, or just conjecture. There was a senator who was trying to pass a bill that said any convicted presidents that are convicted with a felony should lose their Social Security. I'm sorry, it's not Social Security. It's their Secret Service. It's an SS. That's why. Yeah, that they should lose Secret Service protection. But yeah, I don't know what this is going to do with the MAGAs. I know they don't believe it, but at the same time, yeah, I know, Marina. Yeah. I just want to know if they're taking him in today. Anybody still watching? Have they cuffed him? Have they done anything like that so far that you've seen on the news? Somebody said that's what they do in New York City. It doesn't matter who you are. That's what they did with Alan Weisselberg. That's what they did with Bernie Madoff. Right. Oh, I know they do. Yeah, I know they do. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid that Diana doesn't have let me send this off to her in case she can't find it. All right. Thanks everybody for being here early. I only have one small E chain. Okay, so Mark and Diana can't get in. How about that? All right. Here we go. Hopefully they'll be here in a minute or two. All right. You asked your pendulum, you got house arrest, although he does serve a few days in jail. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely Truth Social. Okay. Who pays for security now? He's legally entitled to protection. Well, he is, he's entitled as a former president, but they're trying to say that if they're a felon, they shouldn't be able to have Secret Service protection. I mean, especially when if the guy is in jail. You had a hard time getting on the net. I wonder why. I bet everybody is just absolutely, all over the place doing this. Okay, Marina. Thanks, honey. Yep. Take care. I would hope they would have a process here. I know. Oh, this may be, I don't ever wish anything really bad on anybody. I really, really don't. But this may be the complete undoing of, it could be. I've heard that from others too. Yeah. I agree, Aaron. I agree. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll lash out really big. He'll get something going. Although today I did hear that Justice Roberts will not make Alito recuse, saying that it's too partisan. And they still haven't gotten, what is the other thing they were going to do? They still haven't gotten to his whether or not he should be in that other trial. That it's legal or not. Locked up at Mara Swampo. Oh God. Yeah, Justice Alito. Yeah. Hi, Clean Music Lover. We are early. I came on early because of what was going on. Biden making a campaign promise of expanding the Supreme Court. Oh, Linda said that. Oh, that's awesome. All right. So I'll put this up. The Nest says that Linda G posted about Biden making a campaign promise of expanding the Supreme Court. I just read that Sonia Sotomayor and goes home from these meetings and just absolutely cries all night long because of these awful, awful things she's had to endure. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know, Diamond. Yeah. You read it this morning? Okay. Thank you. Hey, Wayne. Yeah. Biden's supposedly, Linda says Biden's making a campaign promise that he will expand the Supreme Court. So we'll have to see on that. But that's a really good thing if you believe it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hi, Kiba. Hi, Christine. Everybody, thanks for being here. Yeah. I don't know what it means for RFK Jr. That's an interesting thing. I have given them the links. Maybe they're having a hard time getting on, just like Christine said she was. But I know Mark was going to be a little bit late, and Diana said, okay, here comes Mark. All right. Hi. Mark, I've been here for 15 minutes just talking about the 34 guilty.
34! I know, because every time I pulled cards on it, it felt like he was going to be convicted every time the cards. But I thought maybe one or two counts they might not. So I was pretty surprised to see all 34. Of course, they immediately try to turn it around, because if you're honest, you don't lie, cheat, and steal and commit crimes, then you're against him. That's
right.
Because you have to be a criminal in order to be on his side or to be for him. That's right. The only way he does anything. So immediately it's like, it's a witch hunt.
Yeah. Same shit, different day.
Yeah. Or me. Everybody's against me. No, there's not enough criminals.
Did they cuff him and take him out? Did you see that?
looked like what just happened is he went out to talk and say,
Okay.
how it was rigged, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it's the Democrats and whatever.
Well,
I don't know. But we don't even know what those 12 people were.
No, we don't.
But I love that they didn't really have any problems on all 34 counts.
I will tell you that I saw like two were corporate lawyers. One was like a nurse. One used to work in commerce. They had all of that. And I thought to myself, they're all intelligent people. Yeah. They're just all really intelligent. And you don't have to be that. Honestly, you don't even have to be that intelligent. You just have to listen. And well,
you just can't honestly, unless you're all involved in that cult, I don't think it's very cloudy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you have a brain, you can tell, unless you're all just colluded with all of that mental, never a word out of any of their mouth is ever true. And they always say exactly what they want, but they say, oh, the Democrats are doing this. You know what I mean? They always say out what they're doing, and then try to act like no, it's you. We actually want law and order in the country.
Gee, isn't that that's awful for some people, isn't it?
Guess what? A lot of Americans have had that their whole life, and they're not ready to get rid of it. So, Donald, only criminals don't like law and order.
Yeah. Well, the other thing was he was saying yesterday, I don't even know what these charges are. And I thought somebody should have said to him, well, if you hadn't fallen asleep, you might have known. And they were pissed. I think that it will be proven that they were really pissed that he was that disrespectful, that he fell asleep every time. Yeah.
Well, and plus, that he would be evil to the judge, who I think was just good as gold the whole time.
Oh, he's a nice man. Yes.
And when that judge had to send people out of the courtroom, that made an impact on them. I'm sure they're going, plus if you just have a brain in your head, you can tell good from evil.
You can
just tell the difference, and they didn't put up any kind of defense. They never tried to defend any of it. I listened to a lot of it.
No.
So, you don't have to be that smart even. You have to be in the cult, basically. That's just, at this point, I think you have to be, or or in the family. I heard Don Jr. going, what's their favorite word? Rigged. Everything's rigged.
Yeah.
When they're constantly rigging. So they always say everything's rigged. That's because they're constantly rigging.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They're the ones that do the friggin' rigging.
Yeah. Friggin' rigging on your side, Mr. Rigger. That's the first word out of their lips, because that's all they do is rig. It's just so. That's what I mean. They constantly say what they're actually doing when they blame some other person, because most people don't think about rigging.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And individual citizens, we go and vote. We don't go rig. We vote. It's just
we love the system. And I bet those people were so sick of the smell in that room that they didn't want to have it one more day. Not one more day. It was terrible.
He glared at each one of them as they, because they have to go. I said guilty. I said guilty. And he just stared at
like the joints. Here we go.
So somebody, I said this got brought down at the note to the judge with the verdict was sent at 4:20. So I told everybody, 4:20. So Annie said she had a marijuana candy. Somebody's broke open the Patron, and Mary Thornberry's having a beer, and she doesn't usually do that. So good for her.
I don't drink it, but I'm gonna have some wine.
Yeah, I rushed and made myself a little margarita.
All right.
Oh, share.
Celebrate. Because I felt so sure they were going to convict, because I kept pulling cards like off and on.
Yes.
And every time I would pull like, how am I going to be on the day of the verdict? How am I going? That would be how I'd read it. Cards, how will I be feeling? And it would be all joyous and dancing. I go, it feels so much like they're going to convict. Please don't let me be wrong on this. You know, so it was so good. But I was surprised when they just went through all 34 guilty.
And that
guilty.
fast.
Yeah,
There was
fast,
no conversation
fast.
about it. That fast.
Did they make the jurors stand up and say each one? You know how they do that sometimes.
They
I don't know if they did.
They didn't have to stand up, but they had to go one by one and confirm that they thought it was guilty. That's what I was telling you. They reported that Trump stared each one of them down one at a time as they said that.
Sure he did.
And as they got up to leave, he just stared them all as they were walking to leave the courtroom.
Somebody should have just scratched their face.
Well, the reporter said none of them looked at him. Not a one of them.
Good for them.
Well, Kaepernick sent Ben Marsalis a picture of his Pop Warner football jersey, number 34. And when he played basketball, it was number 34.
All right. There you go. Yeah. So you guys, I did come on at 2:10 or so, and we watched the verdict in real time because I didn't want to miss it. Yeah, didn't want to miss it. So we've been here a little while, but everybody wants some readings done on this as well as other things. So we'll get to it. But they've been very patient. So this happened this morning. I get a text at 6:30 this morning. Aley, you're not on your show. You have it scheduled. Why aren't you on it? And it was my angel show, which is tonight. So I'm like, I put AM and not PM. Okay. So then Jean writes me back and says, you didn't do the right one either for ours on Sunday. And I said, so then somebody said, why are you not on your other show, Aley, when I came in? I said, what? You're on another live with Terry. I said, no, that's tomorrow. Terry put today.
Oh, no. Like all of them got mixed matched.
X-flares.
We're late on this one because like the reading was right exactly when we had the show plan. I go, oh no, I gotta watch. I have to watch them read the thing.
Sure.
But yeah.
Linda G's on live. Okay. Well, I figured she would be, but yeah. Thank you all for being here. I know you want some readings done, and we certainly understand. Whatever it is that you want to do, but we are glad to be here with you.
So have we been live all this time?
We've been live for 30 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys have seen me act so joyful and giddy over the, I didn't realize how happy I was.
And Diana too. I couldn't contain myself. I ran in to tell Keith, I said, guilty on all 34. And I came back in here and I was exhausted.
I know.
Yeah. Fight or flight. Yeah.
My face was just smiling.
Well, when she texted me and said the verdict is in, I drew a card and I got the Sword of Orion. Boom. I just felt, okay, there we go. All 34 going down. Thank you.
I know, because I pulled a card too, Diana, right then, and I got the Ace of Swords.
There you go. Awesome.
We basically got the exact same card. Before they read it, I went, what's it going to be? Just give me one card. And it was like Ace of Swords. That's a yes if I ever saw it. But anyway, great.
Oh, and then I drew out of the
moon. Yeah.
Cosmic Tarot. I got the moon, and it's the Pisces moon, which is exactly where the moon is right now.
Oh.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So they're not going to tell him his sentence until July 11th.
But I love that 7-Eleven.
That's true. Everybody will come in with a Slurpee. Everybody should have a Slurpee love day.
We all should have dice in our hands too. Crap.
Well, of course, I know he's going to appeal it, of course, but I wonder. I don't know that that'll get anywhere, but we'll see.
No, it ain't going to get anywhere.
But don't you think
17 got anywhere?
Doesn't he still have to serve while he's appealing?
Yeah.
Supposedly, but that's what I'm wondering. What they going to do with him?
Yeah. I don't know. We can pull some cards about Rikers because there's a separate building in Rikers that they said they could put him in with an adjacent place for his Secret Service dudes. So why don't we see if that's where they're going to send him? Mark is frozen. You were frozen.
I was reading, so maybe I was just froze while I was reading.
Okay.
You were going. But I was frozen in expression because I was also thinking about, I'm really happy. It's not so much about him being punished. It's more about just seeing 12
Yes.
Americans
Agree. Yeah.
just and do the thing that I know is the right thing. That's what really makes me happy. It's just that,
Right.
oh, thank you. You know, because I never believe that the majority of Americans are liars, criminals, cheats, thieves, and want to be Donald's friend. I just don't believe it. You know, and
Yeah.
like we said, if you're not one of those, you're against him. So
this is great. Sage the entire room. I agree, Annie. You'd have to after that. Yes, I think you're right, Mary. The reader community scored and read correctly. Most said they would find him guilty, and we're blessed to have each other. Thank you, Mary. Yes, that's very true. I've heard it from Arthur. I've heard it from Linda. I've heard it from others, Mark, whoever. We've all read on it. And yeah.
And the cards in spirit just kept, you know, they were kind of like, oh, this is going to be a win, you know, and kind of just keep on.
Yeah.
With people going, are you sure? Are you sure?
So yeah, we're going to do the reading right now on whether he goes to Rikers. And so first thing I got was a knife. And so they're going to have to cut out and change a few things that are there for him, because you know that they'll have to make it, you know, a gold toilet and all that stuff. He's a German. He's a phobic person, you know, he's phobic. But I got the spatula too. The first ones I pulled, I put away, but they were, what was it? They were gold mine, an airplane, and poop. And I think he's going to try to leave the country.
Oh yeah. I've seen him trying to do that for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they're going to spank his butt with the spatula. Maybe that'll be.
Well, they could be, but whatever it is will be a breath of fresh air for everybody.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah. And that isn't even referring to his gastronomical issues.
Yeah, that's something I thought of. I said, that looks a lot like a, you know, gas passing there.
Yes, it does.
It would be funny if he has to, you know, run for president with an ankle bracelet. Like,
oh man, I had to pull more than one, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, I got the 9 of Cups, which there you go with the, you know, smug merchant.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's him. Then I got the 5 of Rods. There you go, Mr. Chaos himself, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then I got the Moon, which we've already discussed. So this is his upheaval, because he's going to get more than what he's expecting. And then I got the 4 of Swords out of a different deck, right? I switched decks and got the 4 of Swords. So yeah, I think he's going away.
Celtic doesn't seem to think so, but it might be just because they'll have to make it. It will be a different kind of jail. I think he'll be on house arrest. But
I think there's
whatever it is.
And I think I saw in the chat, Ness said New York Times is saying 4 years in jail and or probation, which is basically what Midas Touch was saying also.
Okay.
And that was the 4 of Swords, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs at least 4 years in jail.
We need 4 years in jail.
Putting you out of business too.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to have to be a little bit creative, so you get the illusion, delusion. So they have to kind of come up with something unique as a punishment. Poor judge. I love this judge, but he is, you know, he's probably going, why me, Lord? But I know he's probably warned to do it, but he's going to have to come up with something creative. Yes. I get this 2 of Cups, but the reason I think they gave me this card is this picture. See the guards? It looks like they're in an elevator.
Yeah.
So it looks like house arrest or, but in a way that is really
golf. No golf for 5 years. That would be a good one. Sorry.
You're not let outside of your golden bathroom.
Punishment. So I think it's more than just being house arrest. I also got the Queen of Swords, which that's the law to me, you know, law, order.
Yep.
And I love she's standing over a dead pile of bones.
Mhm.
on the table. But I think it's going to be more than just house arrest. There's going to be other restrictions,
Okay.
things that restrict him as far as money making goes, and raising money or something. I don't know. I feel like they're going to restrict him in more ways than just
Yep.
your own house arrest. I feel like there's other restrictions
Yep.
coming. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
Maybe that's
because
why.
the businesses are going to close, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That might be why people aren't seeing a definitive answer yet.
Can I
Because
show you some more? Couldn't help it. While Mark was talking, I had to go, oh, yeah. So, as a Gemini, he's also often seen as the magician.
Yep.
And because he's Teflon Don, or was, now he's
Mhm.
Melon Don. So we got him as the magician, finding the death card to the devil. So those with the Four of Swords,
Mhm.
I even house arrest. He can't go outside. Period.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's more restrictive. It might not be Rikers.
Talk about
Right,
Hannibal Lecter,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Why, why in the world?
Why?
He's crazy. That's why. I mean, that whole Hannibal Lecter thing, I'm going, what?
I know.
Oh,
It's exactly who he is. He
yeah,
eats
let's
people
all
alive.
praise Hannibal Lecter, our Lord and Savior. What?
The guy.
That's when, you have to be a member of the cult to not
Yeah.
even, to not just
Yeah.
run.
That's right.
Right. And then maybe he's just faking the whole thing to make everybody think he's crazy.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I know hypnicity. That crossed my mind too, about maybe there would be no internet or no,
Or phone. Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
Mhm.
It can't go outside of his golden
I'm like
bathroom.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden wants to win. That's the only reason.
Yeah, of course. That's the only reason they even had this trial. It was nothing about his evil doings. It was
No,
about,
nothing.
Democrats not liking him.
Everybody does that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows this is a big old hoax. Yeah, nobody knows that. No.
All right. So
He
this
came out,
one
his first words were, it's rigged. Everybody knows it was rigged. No, everybody don't know it.
Oh God. The only thing that was rigged was everything he did, right?
Rigor mortis.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
So Ness wants us to see how he's going to respond in the next few days, because of course he's probably in shock. And somebody wrote in the chat that they saw him and he was Ness said the New York Times reports that Trump looks visibly rattled when taking questions from reporters.
Oh, he couldn't open his eyes to
Really?
talk to the reporters. Yeah.
Oh.
Ben Marcellus had tape running of the interview, and his eyes were so squinty and so puffy.
Okay. He knew this. He did. He knew it.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So he wants to right a wrong, V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
And boy, is that him, right?
Yeah.
He believes that he's going to get the power and authority back, and he's going to get rid of everybody everywhere that had anything to do with anything. That's what his goal is. But I don't think he's going to really get his target. Me and my arrow. Here we go. I think it's going to be more of a boomerang. It's going to be more of a boomerang. It's going to come back and pierce him, not everybody else. So that's kind of what I got for that. And yes, I do have everybody's questions for that we'll take today. And I'm going to say no more because I think we got enough. But thank you so much. All right. Alvin Bragg is the first guy. Oh yes, Alvin Bragg will be in the history books. Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie V for Vendetta, Nilani? It's very, very good, and that's everybody likes the vendetta thing, Yeah. So,
Well, the question
Oh.
was, cards on will respond in the coming days. Yeah, go ahead. Did you get anything, Diana?
Well, I got, yeah. So his reaction is, oh, I can turn this around. He sees it. This is the
Oh.
Wheel of Fortune, right? For
Yeah.
us. But he
Yeah.
thinks that he's going to turn it around. But what we've got now are the youth, right? He thinks the youth are all on his side. And there were a couple of monstrous youth outside the courthouse saying how we killed the country now, blah, 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 which is not true, right? Those people are being paid to say that stuff. Here comes the Nine of Swords. This is not just regret. This is being thrown at him. So I'm going to watch for something in the way of a 9 for whatever his punishment is going to be.
Okay.
And then we have the Hanged Man. And this is not just a change in perspective. I think this is, there's nowhere left for him to turn.
Yeah.
There's nowhere left for him to turn. So I think no matter what he does, he's going to try to turn it upside down and it's not going to do a thing.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the cards just kind of went on a story, but right now, and like even when I was looking at him, it's like that flower that lost all of its life force and it just fell over upside down. So he's feeling very forlorn. This might be one of the only times he's ever had to be held responsible. And, he's always felt unapproachable. But he's just in total darkness, blackness, darkness. It's nothing. Woe, woe, poor me, pitiful me.
Is that the brown card?
It's the black card, even worse. It's like gray to black. So it looks like just horrible. Now I got this lovely colorful change card. But I think that means this emotional setback is going to create some physical changes. Another way of saying that, I think it's going to bring out his whatever he's got going on, if it's Alzheimer's or whatever. I feel like that's going to become more apparent. That somehow this emotional is going to make that easier to come to the surface. And then I just got these 3 cards together. The orange and the crown and the red arrow down. It's like just seeing his power go, almost like then the orange is just a memory.
Right? Oh my God.
The orange card. And then also the world upside down. So like this having an effect worldwide, a lot of the energy, not just here, but then finally as an outcome, not in the next few days, but looks like he might have to leave the country.
Well, we think he's going to. I really do think he's going to. I really do.
And and all those upside down cards that you got, starting right with that rose, goes right with that Hanged Man.
Yeah, upside down, upside down, upside down. Yeah.
Yep. The whole world is being turned upside down. So yes. Well, okay. So 2 things Annie asked about, and she was wondering about what Putin may draw some cards on what Putin's thinking about this. And I promise we'll get to your personal questions. Okay, everybody, please give us just a second. She's wondering also about Ghislaine Maxwell and the Black Book.
Okay.
So, I don't know. We could probably pull those just simultaneously. Yeah. But more might come up. More might come up. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like he's been sort of separating himself from Trump.
I got a magnet. I'm thinking at this point he's trying to draw him over to be with him. But it's not going to be very, very good for him, I don't think, because he'll have to sprout a whole new life over there. It's like starting from scratch, and there's not going to be anything that Putin can do for him while he's there. I'm guessing, but I'm here saying that Putin's kind of reached a plateau with his defense of him. That's just what I feel.
Yeah, me too. I think that too.
Yeah.
So I got the devil,
Mm-hmm.
which is dumpster.
Yeah.
Then I got the emperor. There's Putin.
Uh-huh.
Then I got the queen of cups. There's Ghislaine.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the wheel of fortune. And I think that what we've got here is Ghislaine being able to take advantage of this moment with the little black book. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And Putin realizing the fun is over.
That's right. And that's what
Because
Annie
that would
says.
be just
She could take out the
last-
entire royal family and the Republican Party.
And
Yep.
and the final card was the Hierophant.
Okay.
So, like the book ends right there. The man just got the law dropped on him, and everybody associated with him is going to get a role reversal.
I fought the law and the law won.
Right?
Well, 2 of my first 3 cards I pulled were the devil and the Hierophant.
Oh. Are we on the same page again, Mark?
Love
Love it.
Different decks.
Yeah.
The devil. And the Hierophant. And I kind of agree with you. One's Donald and one is, well, you had a different one, but the Hierophant in this one, I think, is Putin.
Okay.
But in between them is the 7 of Swords.
Okay.
So they're already not seeing eye to eye with each other. I think the love has been fading for a while.
Yeah.
And I agree with you guys, because I also got the 8 of Cups, which is kind of like Putin walking away. I don't think he can see him as being helpful. If he's not the president, he can't really help him.
You can't do anything for him anymore.
No.
Right,
So,
right.
but then these 2 cards stuck in the middle of that reading, which I think might be about the other one. Yeah. Because I got the Queen of Swords, which, I always think of law, justice when I get sword cards. And this woman, this is particular that they gave me the Queen, that there's more justice to come.
Yeah.
And it looks to me like she's deciding what to do with this. There's still wondering, what do I do? This is to come. This is what's coming next. So we're not done. That's the thing. There's so much more that's still in the works. So
Sure.
Yep.
And
But
all
I
those
think-
other cases and the
That's why
corruptness
spinning
of
the wheel.
Alito and Cannon and all this crap.
Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune can also take your money away.
that's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And I had the Emperor, who I look at whenever I pull that and I'm
Oh,
asking.
Emperor. Yep.
Yeah, that's to me,
Yeah, I was
that's
thinking-
Putin.
All right. Thanks, guys. All right.
Well, the Hierophant,
we
a lot of times, that's that person that thinks they know how to tell you how to live and stuff.
Yeah.
But, the Hierophant would be like a person between you and God, but like a priest, a pope, something like that. But they think they're the ones that know how to do. If it's a negative, Hierophant energy can be positive. You could be a preacher who's really believes in love and God. And blah, blah.
Sure.
But a lot of times it can have a lot of that negative.
Could be Rasputin, right?
Yeah.
Could be Rasputin.
Exactly.
Or
All right.
Putin. Rasputin.
Rasputin. There you go.
Funny how his name is in that name, isn't it?
It
Well,
is.
and that was another fella that liked to hang out in Russia.
That's right. That's right. So, Mark, Jen's friend Sherry, who she lives with, has a dog named Milo, a 6-year-old lab. He's so hyper, barks at everything, and won't allow anyone to take him on any kind of leash. What can you do, or what can be done? Let's put it that way. Yeah.
He's a 6-year-old lab.
Thanks, everybody, for putting up with. Hi, Terry. Terry, I did the same thing. Something started this morning early, and it's scheduled for this tonight. So don't feel bad about scheduling it for today.
Terry, did you hear the news? Let's see about
A
this.
little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
A little
useless to
bit.
poop.
I know, what a day is right. What a day. What a day. Yeah, it is. It is.
We were
quite
reading
a
together
day.
yesterday, and we pulled cards on it, and we both got who was going to be convicted. Look at that. What news is that?
Yeah.
Our cards came true.
Well, something I took today as an omen about all of this. I had gone outside just a little while ago, and I had, Scotch thistle, how it grows huge
Mhm.
and can kill you if you use it the wrong way.
Right.
I'm out there in flip-flops with a shovel and leather gloves, and I'm able to dig it out without getting poked, scratched, bloodied, or anything. And I went, thank you. These are 3 huge plants I pulled out.
Yep.
And I went, this means we're going to be okay. This means that there
Yep.
is a light at the end of
There
the
is a
tunnel.
light at the end of the tunnel.
This
Yeah.
is an
I woke
omen
up
that says he's going down.
and I had two hearings today with the same judge on the telephone. And the first one probably will do it. I hope, but I haven't heard anything yet. So it's
Okay.
an unemployment judge. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I know.
I think so. I think it's going to go through according
Hope
to
so.
the charts. Your chart
Hope so.
and the
Yeah.
transits look like it's going to go through. Plus, we're all sending her love and light.
Thank you. All right, Mark. I don't know if you're ready.
Yeah, I think I am. Well, little Milo, he means well. He has a strong like leader mentality. Like, he would like to be like an alpha or something if he was with the group. But he's getting some mixed messages here. So, it's like we try to go out and have our walk, and it just becomes a chaotic nightmare. And so what happens in that kind of energy is he gets confused, and he kind of reads off the fear of this is going to be a nightmare, and so then it becomes a nightmare. A lot of times they'll get our mental pictures, but they don't completely understand negative. So it just looks like sometimes when you're thinking, oh, don't do all this, it looks like do this to them, because it's just a picture of melee. And then it becomes like a habit or an expected thing to do. It's like, so like, oh, I hope it doesn't happen again. I hope it doesn't happen again. And he begins to go, oh, we're getting ready to do this again. We're getting ready to do this again, and then it happens. So it's mixed messages. He, on some level, I know you're going to go, he's barking around the house, around the living room, looking for someone right now. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're not on the same page. So we need to all take a breath, like start from ground one, rest, take a time out. Just let's settle, go back to ground one and start anew. It helps if you tell him how much you love him and what a sweet, loving dog he is, and you're happy you have him as a dog, even though this behavior is something you're not quite, up with. You love him. You love his little spirit because he wants to be loved and appreciated, like we all do. So you start like that. Every time I talk to any of my animals or I'll have a talk session, I start by telling them how much I love and appreciate them. And then we get down to the little problem. So, and I'm going to talk to him right now. Hey, Milo. So he knows how to be obedient. He's confused about this here thing. So this is the picture we're sending him. This is the third card that came out. Cooperation, better together. so we can walk along on a leash together and have a good time. It makes the walk, well, for one thing, you can have more walks. They can go longer because it doesn't go into this chaotic energy. And it's about how we can serve one another. Mom and dad can serve you in the walk, by going on a walk, and you can serve them by making it something we all enjoy. Now he's looking at that like he never heard of that before.
I'm trying to figure out how old the house is they live in. I'm wondering if he's seeing ghosts.
Well, that and what his food, what kind of food are you giving him? And is there something that he's allergic to that is triggering him to just go nuts?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't always react with hot spots and whatever if it's food.
Mm-hmm.
It can act like a 4-year-old.
I feel like two people, though. Does Sherry have a husband?
No, well, maybe she does.
She's
staying. Jen is staying with her.
Okay,
She's
so
started.
because there's a little bit of mixed messages going on. So, one person telling him one thing, one person telling him another thing. He's a little bit confused about what to do. I want him to know that it's good that he has a nice, strong alpha energy, but in this family, it's about 180 years old, the house. Well, there could be ghosts. Jen is not Jen, but her friend.
Sherry. Yeah. Sherry's dog. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is the alpha. In this case, if we were a pack of dogs, you could be the leader out in front, pulling us like a pack. But in this case, when we go on walks, Sherry's the leader. You have to take a bit of a back step in that. Okay, he says.
So she just moved in yesterday, but she's her best friend. So it's not like she hasn't seen this dog all along. Yeah.
And he's been this way all along.
Okay.
Yeah. He's always had mixed messages about it.
Yeah.
So tell him that, they want to live up to your expectations of him. So let him know that this doesn't make you happier. You want him to be his own rambunctious, fun-loving self, but you need to be able to have a walk that's satisfying to everybody. Now, he can understand that. You might have to tell him a couple of times. I feel like he'd be a little better because he did listen out of that. He
Training,
is that kind of stuff.
Training. You got to. If he's mounting Sherry all the time, that's not good. That's aggressive, isn't it? Isn't that like domination? Trying to dominate?
And almost like needing, like another dog or something.
Okay.
It's almost got too much energy, and he can't.
Yeah.
It's hard to get rid of it. So, like in that case, like another dog, he could like wrestle and fight and run and jump. But so he kind of tries to do it. He just has a lot of energy. Now that's natural. Mm-hmm. Look, like if he gets out, he runs for hours. Yeah, he has lots of excess energy. He's one dog that a trainer could help.
Mm-hmm.
Not a negative reinforcement trainer, though, a positive, because he needs only positive reinforcement because he's really sensitive too. He doesn't like not pleasing you. So I get that right away. He would rather please you. So let him know that. Even if you just, I talk to this a lot about on my channel, but just sit quietly. He doesn't even have to be in the room. Get quiet in your mind. Take a couple deep breaths. Imagine you're seeing with your forehead, with your third eye. Ask him to come and talk to you. For me, I imagine there's like a stage. He comes and sits on it, sits in a little spotlight, and then you just tell him what you want. You can also let him express himself and tell you what it's about. And then, the end. And then see how his behavior changes. And you might have to do it a couple of times. But that has saved me many times. When a pet is doing something that I just, my cat that was bringing snakes in every single day and putting them in the house. And I said, no snakes. And I had to sit down with the talk twice. But after
Right.
the first time, she didn't do it for a while. But then all of a sudden, she went, okay, I forgot about that. And she brought him in again. But after the second time, then she never did it again. And there's a lot of stories I could tell about that. But that does help, guys. I know it sounds like, would that help? It does.
She says
there you go.
he outsmarts a bark collar.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. He is. Anyway, yeah, I think training is really be helpful. Yeah.
And the gag order didn't work on Trump either, Diamond.
All right, here we go. Claire wonders if she could get a spirit message today. All right, let's flip our gears here.
Claire.
Flip our gears. All right, Claire. So what I get for you is there is a planetary wave happening right now, and we know that is actually true. This is from the Healing Water Stick. It says it is your soul mission to trust your inner call and that you are working collectively with your soul team in order to do that. So my feeling is you're growing exponentially as you do the work. Some of it could be done while you're sleeping. You may be getting light codes. You may be getting information as you sleep. So trust in the process. The second part I get is the mother of the salt waters, which I love. It says, wild love, open your heart and let love in. So look at that. It's gorgeous. So along with your planetary wave, you also are being asked to allow love to wash over you and help you in your journey. So there you go.
I had been getting this message that things are swirling around. So I went to the Sacred Earth Oracle, and the card that came out is we have swirling butterflies, right?
Wow. Beautiful.
With the Sacred Heart of Mother Divine Feminine. This is specialization. Something special is coming your way. Now, I've been watching these recent videos by Robert Edward Grant on pyramids, and part of what I was watching earlier was the circumference of a pyramid, and here we have the triangle in the center. It's backwards camera for me. Sorry, folks. The pyramid in the center showing the circumference, the circle showing the circumference of the pyramid. And the top of the pyramid is on her crown chakra. So you are opening up. You just need to give it some time. It's going to get better.
Wonderful.
It's going to continue to open up for you.
Yeah, okay. Before I tell you this, Sherry, he does treat you like his girlfriend. He treats you like he would treat another dog. So, you know.
It's love in a way.
Like if you were a dog, you'd love all of it. But being a person, it's not that much fun. But he kind of treats you like a dog. So that's why I'm trying to get it in his mind that you're the alpha and that's not him. He would be good with another dog, though. Okay, not going to talk about him no more. Claire, I feel like on some level, you know, you're at a place where you're making some, you know, like a big choice. It's sort of, sometimes they call it like a dark night of the soul or something, where you're just making a big change in your way of thinking, or like breaking some old patterns that have been kind of running you through your life, and you're just sick of it and you want to get rid of it. So I feel like that's what's been going on. You've been letting go of old crap, like a lot of us have been doing. But they're kind of telling you this is a good time when you might find meditation, going within, just communing with God, source. It's a good time for that, because you're about to move. I feel like your life on some level is going to make a big change, positive change. So you get the Six of Swords, but sometimes I'll say moving into calmer waters, but like we're preparing for a big change. So get centered, that Hermit card, get quiet, get centered, strengthen your connection with source to prepare for this move. And then I think the move is into something that's more productive, more, I don't know what age you are. I don't know you, Claire, or more, it feels like could be an opportunity, a job, a way of being of service, or something on its way. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. But in this card, she's got all these cute little animals around her, and she looks all satisfied. There's like beekeeping. So I feel like there's like some new project or some new thing for you to do. It's like on the physical plane, but that's satisfying. So it looks like a change coming. I like it. And that's kind of what I'm hearing. I don't know if it makes any sense to you, but that's what I heard.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So Joyful Journey wonders when would be a good time to buy a house. Oh, no, a car. That's a car.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes. I have next here, if please tell me if you're still here. I have Diamond, Nancy, Amanda, Lisa. Just put up if you're still here. I would appreciate it. Thank you. You're welcome, Claire. It's time to buy a car.
Oh, good. Claire did resonate, so that's good.
Yeah. I'm not getting a.
When would be a good time?
I'm going to say if you knew your astrology, then you'd be probably better off to know.
I was thinking from the astrology deck.
Astrology chart? Okay.
Okay. So I do have a little hint here.
Okay.
Right now we have Pluto in Aquarius, and I just pulled the Aquarius card. To me, this is a good omen. It would be a good time to make a change, even though he's retrograde. He's not going to go very far into Capricorn when he does make that transition. So take your time in choosing the card you're looking for, but what you're looking for, you should be able to find. Neptune is also in a good place. You can, with Neptune being in Pisces, use your intuition, but also don't be afraid to ask for what you want. What is your dream vehicle? Whether it's used, your brand new, electric, gas powered, whatever, and you'll be able to bring it home. Here's Vesta. Use her as your goddess guide while shopping for one. Don't get emotional. Wait till the moon is in a good place for you. And the fourth house is the place of Cancer, the sign Cancer, and the moon. So just make sure that it's everything you want it to be.
Yeah.
So now go ahead and start shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of got pretty close to the same thing, weirdly enough. Diana and I got brain sync.
Separated, twins separated at birth.
Something's happening with us. Well, the first card that came out is the Chariot. And if there's any card in the deck that talks about a car, it'd be this one.
There you go.
And that came out right away. So it's saying you can have it whenever you want. It's kind of up to you. They want you, though, to do this project, this manifestation, in conjunction with your spiritual connection. So I got the Hierophant and the High Priestess together. So that's the two that connect you to spirit, either the earthly connection or, the masculine form of it or the divine feminine. So they just remind you, like what Diana said with that one, connect with your spirit guide on this as you're choosing, help me find the card that suits me to my highest good and the one that suits my, my money and my bank account and what I need it for. And and show me. So if you include that, which I always include that when I'm doing something like that, they're ready to give it to you. So you get the Ace of Wands. So they wanted it to be an Ace of Wands because that's spirit again, telling you that your spiritual body, your spiritual connection will help you create what you want here in this Ace of Wands. So that Wands a lot of times always make me, it's a yes, but it's also like a gift. From one of those four bodies. And then just as a final outcome, it's kind of cute, but they gave me the Lovers, which is like, there you are in your perfect little car. You're sailing off into the sunset.
That's awesome.
There's even room for a puppy dog in the back and a boyfriend or whatever. But it just suits you as you move forward in the future. So it sounds good. And I think you can start now.
Good. All right. I'm not sure she's here. So that's why I asked if the others were.
And we did such a good reading too. And then
hopefully she'll read it, watch it. Yeah. All right. So I got Diamond and I got Amanda that have said they're still here. So that's what we're going now. So yeah. So Diamond just wants a spirit message, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Diamond. That looks like Mary Poppins in the picture.
Yes, it sure does.
So teacher Barbara put 34 4 45 sticker on her husband's truck, and he watches Fox News. So I said, isn't he going to be mad? She said he rarely goes to that side of the truck.
Did she write it in the dirt? Right under wash me?
Wash me, really. Oh my God, Barbara. Yeah.
Hi, Joan.
Yeah, we can pull one for you. We can. Yeah.
There's
Hi,
wisdom.
Joan.
Joan.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I love it. I don't know how you can be married to I'm sorry. I shouldn't say anything. It's just, I don't have the patience or the wherewithal.
Yeah, it would be hard for me.
I know it would be really, really hard for me. Anyway. Yeah, Joan, we're glad to see you. I suppose you know what's going on in the world. We ended up coming on a little bit early today. So yeah. Oh, is that what you want the card pulled about that? Oh, the Pandora's box that you just opened? Oh, not pleased? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. We'll do that after we're done, since the others have left. So, all right. So, Diamond. Diamonds are a girl.
Yes, excellent news, says Wisdom. Secret Joan.
Yes, thank God.
I can't imagine anyone in our community going, "Oh, I'm so sad."
I know. Well, I was trying not to be joyous only because we were supposed to be spiritual and not
I know.
be happy.
Well, it's okay if we get a win on occasion.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like we've been wronged also by this person.
That's right.
We have.
He has messed with my spiritual peacefulness for years.
Exactly.
Oh, too long. You got the scissors, Diamond. You need to call something out or let go of something, or you want change to happen. And I believe that's what's going on right now in your home. But look what you got. You got the Buddha. Oh, wow. This is my favorite card because I love the Buddha. But it's also, you are fulfilling your destiny. And you're also starting to think positively about how things are going. So there you go. And look, you're gonna seal the deal. And I know that you and your husband are a unit. So let's just put it that way. Okay.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, you said cut something loose. And I was hearing, I got this card influence, but before I pulled it, I was hearing something is in her way. She's got to cut something loose. And then you pulled that card.
Mm-hmm.
And then the storm. This is be grateful for the storm, because when it is over, the flowers can grow, right? And then we got the ascension into light coming after that.
Good.
So that really fits in with what you just said too there, Aley.
Wow. Oh, you're welcome, Diamond. Oh, Barbara.
I know, I'm kind of getting that same kind of energy. It's interesting how the cards all go in the same direction sometimes, even when I'm going, well, why are we going this direction? Diamond. But it does feel like there's something going on between you and another person that's not really that fun. At first I was wondering if it was your partner, but I don't think it is. Because when Aley said, I don't know, I felt like
it's her husband. It's her husband. He's been out of work for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's a little, stress going on between the two.
There is.
Unless there's a female somewhere that you're also having a little wonka about, like a mother-in-law or a mother or something. But anyway, and it's just, it makes things confusing and frustrating. You're a little tired of it. It's like, oh, what do I believe? How much longer is this going to go on? Part of it, I get karma because it's like an agreement that you made.
Yeah, I know.
With
That's
your partner before you came.
Yeah.
And so, and daughter. Yeah, because I did get the female in there. So that's why I wanted to point out there could be a female involved in this too. So it's part of a karmic lesson and an agreement the two of you made. And so, you're going to support him through it. I feel like. Yep. Because the outcome is peace.
Oh, there you go, Diamond.
And it was kind of like the Buddha for the outcome.
Yep.
Getting to the other side of it there, even though it's been challenging. But probably the fact that all this comes up means that we're moving through it. We're getting to the other side of it. So don't give up.
Yep. That's what it just, we were reading on her husband the other day, and that's what we kept telling her. He's got to just release it and let it go. But this time it was for her, and I think she needed to hear all those things. Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right. So we've got Amanda here with a question. Do my spirit guides have any messages for me? So there you go.
I can't wait. I know, sweetie.
I know you can't. It's hard. I'm only going to say this one more time. If Lisa's here, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to move forward and Teacher Barbara will have the next question. All right. Whoops. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So Amanda. Ooh.
Building blocks.
You got the 4-leaf clover, Amanda. So it says here, luck is on your side. And it also says prosperous relationships. Are you dating someone? Are you thinking about taking a relationship to a different level? Only because of the card I have next to it. But it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a relationship that's a love relationship, because you got the ring. So if it isn't like getting married, it's a long-term commitment, or maybe meeting somebody. And a long-term commitment doesn't have to be a marriage. It could just be a really long friendship, and it could be, a business relationship. It could be, but it says online. So I'm wondering, if so, did you meet them online, or are you connecting with them online, or did you meet them through an expanding social circle or an online business that you might have? I know that's a lot of different things, but that's what I got for these cards. And I think it makes sense. It's just that I'm not sure which one exactly is your particular area.
Oh, so I was seeing building blocks. Like Lincoln logs, and how you put Lincoln logs together, and that you were building something. And the first two cards are like, okay, that makes sense. That goes right along with these building blocks. So, what fell out? Hold on. Sorry. Oh my goodness. They're all wanting to talk to you today. Okay. So you just can't make this up. Okay. The first card out was kiss the cook, create. Okay, we got building blocks. The next card out was create.
Oh.
We got the paint box, right? And it's all coming to life. The next card was that fell on the floor when I bent over to pick up a card that dropped, was the Three of Pentacles. And what's he doing? He's creating. He's the architect here. And then we got manifestation, which is the card that fell on the floor.
Oh.
And then, just because I had to look at the bottom of the deck, ancient days.
That's it. Yeah.
So that brings it all together. It is something that you've done in a past life is still wanting you to work at manifesting and doing. So
good. She is building a business, and I'm thinking you should take it. You might take it online. Part of it, maybe people can do something with it online, but it is a relationship. And if it's your friend that's doing it with you, yes, that's the relationship. Yeah, and building it and cooking things up.
Yes. Oh, I love that, Aley.
Yeah.
And painting the picture that you wanted to see.
That you want. Correct.
See, right? Yeah. Building. And always the Three of Pentacles does bring other people into play. So there's your public, your adoring public.
Bye, Karen.
Are you making cupcakes? Because I'll take a couple.
Well, I didn't really read on the business because you didn't mention that. It was just sort of general.
No, that's fine.
So then it kind of went to that when you mentioned it. I was pulling some more cards. But so first of all, I got relationship stuff like Aley did. That's what first came out about. So I'm going to say about your husband because it's a relationship with somebody who's not new. That would be your husband of 22 years. It's a man. And their spirit is saying there needs to be a little bit more communication happening. I feel like there's something that your husband maybe is holding in and might need a little more let's see.
Clarity.
Is he feeling left out or something a little bit? Is he working on the new business? I don't know. He seems like he needs a little space. This is the blue card, but that to me is communication, throat chakra. So it feels like there might be something we need to talk about. So maybe it's about the business, or if he's going through some kind of personal setback or something. I don't know. He feels a little left out on some level. You'd understand better than me. But now when we get to then some business stuff started coming out that, this is going well. You said you're in the middle of starting it, but this is a good start. The Ace of Pentacles, always a nice yes. And then kind of the Seven of Pentacles is kind of like looking at the progress and where you can go forward. The card means other things, but this is what I'm getting from the picture is that I'm looking at what do I need to do next? What more needs to be done? I think you're right on it. So I'm not sure why they wanted to bring your husband out. And, they brought him out with the little arrow pointing down instead of up. So it makes me feel like he's feeling a little down about something. Maybe I'm just making that up. But if you know what that is, give him an extra kiss on the cheek or something. Or if you are working together. I don't know. It might be that you two are working together in this new business. Anyway.
There you go. Yeah. May become that. It may end up becoming that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we have just one more, and it's a fun one, actually. Barbara just is the one that put up the 34-445. That's actually a good license plate, But she wonders if she's. I think she just wants to know what the outcome of putting that on that truck might be. I think if I'm wrong, Barbara, tell me now. I think that's what it is. Oh, he's been depressed, Amanda, from health issues and losing his job a few weeks ago. That's it.
Okay.
And this
That's
a few years ago. But this is the card I didn't talk about that was in the spread.
There you
That
go.
he was experiencing loss, and I almost said, did he lose his job?
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Because it did
Yep.
seem to be, and maybe he's feeling a little weird because you started this new business,
Right.
and he's having. So that all makes sense to me, huh? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Always trust your gut, Mark, because you are always right on.
I know I should have just said that.
It's
I don't want
okay.
to-
It's all right.
So what is her
So-
question exactly?
Well, she really wants to know the whole situation with her husband, who is a disabled person that she takes care of, and a MAGA man. She just wonders what's she going to do and how is that whole thing going to be. Okay, you're welcome, Amanda. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Yeah, I understand, Barbara. Yeah. Well, he had told her that the Supreme Court would knock that 34 counts down because he heard it on Fox News. So, and I said, Supreme Court can't do anything about it, really. I don't believe. So,
because won't they have to repeal it to the New York?
So they would have to go there first, yes.
Yeah.
And the New York Supreme Court is probably going to throw it out. Yeah. Spot on, Mark, Amanda says. There you go. Yep.
He's like, feeling like that. I'm sorry.
All right, Barbara. So I get the world first.
Huh?
I get the sense that your husband is not happy with the world right now, his world. And so he kind of takes it out on you. And I won't say that he physically does this to you, but it's like he punches out, he lashes out and makes you want to punch him, probably. So there's that, because living with somebody like that is very difficult to do. And you don't even have a chance now to go away for the summer because you're all done with school. So there's that. But I really do think it's going to, whatever happens, it's going to come to some kind of an explosive discussion. And I don't know if that means you move on, he moves on, whatever, or I'm not sure, Barbara, but the others will do their readings and maybe we can get a little more clarity from what they have to say. Impossible. Okay. Oh, yes. Diana is on in Val's show in 20 minutes. So you go first so you can get out of here. Yeah. Yeah.
The first card I got was the death card. So, this is, it isn't necessarily the physical death or, worrying about your husband in that direction. Just, is this going to change his attitude about Fox News? Is he going to start to think about things, right? So the next card I got was restoring the innocence. Sorry, my light ring is right in the reflection. So it's where the wild things are. Restoring innocence. The innocence of our country that, we can never go back to the way it was in the 50s by all means. Thank you very much. But there is a better time coming ahead of us. So it's partially mind the monkey, but go ahead and write things in the dust on the side of the truck he never looks at. Then I had to pull a dragon card, and it came out, the blue dragon from the Pleiades. Prepare to accept the source healing. So something's going to change in him, I really believe. Then when I looked at the bottom of the deck for the dragons, just to see, this helps you listen to the voice of the universe. And this one is the dark blue galactic dragon. So he's got to believe in the blue wave that is going to come our way, right? He's going to have no choice.
Oh, Lord. I know. Please, God.
Fundraiser website crashed for a few hours today because of unprecedented amounts of donations. Both sides are donating after today. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara. She says she likes what you've had to say, Diana. And you go ahead and go so you can.
Okay, babies. I'll see you on another channel.
Okay.
Wow. I love you guys.
Bye, honey. Love you too.
Yay, champagne.
I just think teach Barbara. I know you probably don't want to hear this, but it is like a soul agreement that you two signed up for. Got this lovers stuck to each other in a tree. So, and I know you're like, oh, it's my patience, but you agreed. You also, on some level, agreed to take care of him with this Queen of Swords. So, in addition to law, sometimes this talks to me about taking medicine and getting well, but also it's mental energy, swords. So your words, your mind, believe it or not, is making a difference. I feel like I get the Knight of Swords. So your thought pattern, what you think, how you think, is gaining on him a little bit. He might not like to admit it, but he does hear some of the things. I do think, you're under a lot of stress.
Yes.
There's this 10 of Wands, so it's like, oh God, there's just so much to do. But I do feel that moving out, the stress lessening. So I got all these vehicles, but it's upside down. So it's not literally vehicles, but it's movement away from stress into like a more peaceful home. Where's my home card? Shoot, I pulled every card but that. So like the house and home becoming more peaceful, more filled with sunlight. So brightness on the way. There's kind of an event coming. But the good news is some of this stress falling away and feeling more healthy, happy, fulfilled, sunlight come into the house. That's the best. That's the thing to remember from this reading is more light, bright light, God's light coming to your home. I heard her say, this is my house, period, 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 period. So this house came out too. So it's like more sunlight coming in your house, sweetie.
In your house.
It looks like things getting better.
Things are getting. She wonders if that's due to it's some kind of an event.
It might be about his health.
Okay.
I don't want to.
There is a problem with that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Barbara, thank you for coming in and good luck. I send you lots of love and I'm going to go. I've got another show at 5 and thank you for being with me, Mark. And of course, having Diana as well. And much love, everybody. And stay safe out there.
Please. It was fun being with everybody today with the good news. I loved it.